Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everyone. My name is Salsabilla, Marsha, Adyla. Please let me start with a simple fact. Did you know that according to a study by the Harvard Business Review, 70% of international business failures are caused by the cultural misunderstandings, non-language barriers? That statistic is quite striking. It shows that even when people share a common language, misunderstandings can still occur if cultural differences are overlooked. Now, before we continue, please let me ask you something. Have you ever experienced a moment when you talk or your words or actions were interpreted differently by someone from another culture? These moments may seem minor, but they can significantly affect a relationship, teamwork, and even career opportunities. Today, I would like to share the importance of cultural awareness in global communication, focusing on what it is, why it matters, and how we can develop it effectively. First, we move to the understanding cultural awareness. Cultural awareness refers to the recognition that people's values, beliefs, and behaviors are shaped by their cultural background. In academic literature, it is often described as part of intercultural competence, which is the ability to communicate appropriately and effectively across different cultural contexts. Developing cultural awareness allows us to better interpret the intentions and reactions for others. For example, gestures, facial expressions, and even the tone of voice may carry different meanings depending on cultural norms. Consider how greetings differ worldwide. While a firm handshake is common in Western countries, a slight bow is preferred in Japan, and in some Middle Eastern countries, a hand over the heart may convey respect. All of these gestures serve the same purpose, which is showing respect, but the way they are expressed varies. Now, we step into the why cultural awareness matters. In our increasingly globalized world, we interact with individuals from diverse backgrounds and on a daily basis. This can happen in academic settings, workplace, online communities, and even casual travel. Without cultural awareness, even well-intentioned communication can be misinterpreted. For instance, a direct comment might be appreciated in one culture as a sign of honesty, but perceived as rude in another. Such misunderstandings can affect collaboration, decision-making, and personal relationships. Researchers argue that cultural misinterprets are not only frustrating, but also costly emotionally, socially, and economically. Language connects us, but culture explains us. Now, we move into the how to develop cultural awareness. So, have you ever wondered how can we cultivate cultural awareness? There are three main strategies. First is observing rather than judging. When we encounter unfamiliar behavior, it is better to ask why do they act this way instead of thinking that's strange. Observation allows us to understand the cultural logic behind actions. Second is learning cultural norms. This can be achieved through formal education, reading, traveling, or engaging in conversation with people from diverse backgrounds. Learning increases our cultural literacy, which helps us respond appropriately in diverse situations. The third, keeping in mind open-mindedness allows us to accept differences without feeling threatened or superior. A famous scholar once said, the more we understand our differences, the more we discover our similarities. Practicing these strategies improves not only communication but also empathy, mutual respect, and collaboration across cultures. To conclude, cultural awareness is not merely about knowing what others do, but also about understanding why they do it. It is an essential skill for academic professionals and anyone who interacts in a globalized environment, which with cultural awareness, we can communicate more effectively, avoid misunderstandings, and build bridges rather than barriers. In every conversation, let us remember to listen attentively, observe carefully, and respond thoughtfully. That's all about the importance of cultural awareness in global communication. I'm Salsabilla Marsha Adyla. Thank you